everyone, a warm welcome to the second part of complex integration by Cauchy's integral formula. I explained how to apply Cauchy's integral formula in part 1. So before watching this video, you have to watch. Cauchy's integral formula is integral over c f z by z minus z naught dz is 2 pi I f of z naught. Here, f z is an analytic function within and on a simple closed curve c, and z naught is a point within c. So for applying integral formula, we have to choose fz and z naught. Then for getting the value of the integral, you have to multiply fz naught with 2 pi I. In certain questions, there is one and only one singularity within C. But in some other questions you can see there may be more than one singularity within C. But we can apply this result only for exactly one singularity within C. In this video, I am going to illustrate how to apply Cauchy's integral formula for the evaluation of complex integral with exactly one singular point within C. Let me illustrate it.
Consider the integral over c z square plus 2z minus 3 by z minus 4, where c is the circle, mod z equal to 5. We have to evaluate this integral. For evaluating this integral, you look into the given function. See, the given function is z square plus 2z minus 3 by z minus 4. Clearly, its singular point is z equal to 4. So, for evaluating an integral, first you identify its singularities. Next, you check which singularities are within C. See, here we have only one singularity. So, you check whether the singular point 4 lies inside of C or outside of C. Here the circle is mod z equal to 5. It is a circle with a center 0 and radius 5. Clearly 4 is inside of C. See, here we have a singular point which lies within C. So we have to apply Cauchy's integral formula. Cauchy's integral formula is integral over C f z by z minus z naught is equal to 2 pi I f of z naught. See, in this result, z naught is the point within C and f z is an analytic function within and on C. Really, you consider the complete function. Here the complete function is f z by z minus z naught. So clearly z naught is the singular point of the complete function and that singular point lies within C. Then answer of this integral is 2 pi I into f of z naught. So for getting the answer, we have to identify z naught and f z. And you put z naught in f z, then we will get f of z naught. Then you multiply f of z naught by 2 pi I, then we will get the answer. In questions, you identify the singular points which lies within C. Here, 4 is a singular point which lies within C. So we have to take z naught as 4. For applying this result, we have to identify f z. Here f z is, see, this is the part z minus z naught. Then f z is z square plus 2z minus 3. Then by Cauchy's integral formula, its answer is given by 2 pi I into f of z naught. That is equal to 2 pi I into, we have to find f of z naught. F z is z square plus 2z minus 3. So f of, here f of 4, z naught is 4. So f4 is, you put z equal to 4 here, 16 plus 8 minus 3, and the answer is 21. So its answer is 2 pi I into 21, that is 42 I5. If you replace z by z square plus 2z minus 3 and z naught by 4, then you can see this is our question. So answer of the given integral is 42 I5. Next, consider the integral over c z by z square plus 1 dz. Here the circle is mod z plus I equal to 1. So for evaluating such integrals, you consider the whole function and identify its singular points. See here, the singular points are I minus I. Is it clear? If not, you can find its singular points by solving the denominator equal to 0. That is z square equal to minus 1. That is z equal to plus or minus I. So the singular points are I and minus I. Next, you have to check which singular points lie within C. You consider I. Is it inside or outside of the circle? See, our circle is mod z plus I equal to 1. You can check whether it is inside or outside in two ways, either by geometrical method or by analytical method. I prefer analytical method, and which is the easier method among these two methods. So, the method is, you put z equal to I in this circle, then mod I plus I. You put z equal to I here. Mod I plus I. That is modulus of 2i. What is modulus of 2i? It is 2. You compare this 2 with its radius. It is greater than 1. So, I is outside of C. I is outside of C. The idea behind for checking this method is, a circle can be described by its center and radius. You consider a circle with the center A and radius R. Then, equation of the circle is, you take an arbitrary point on the circle. See, as Z moves on this circle, everywhere distance between Z and the origin is always R. How to denote distance between Z and E? See, mod Z minus A represents the distance between Z and A, and it is always R. So, equation of the circle is mod Z minus A equal to R, since Z is an arbitrary point on the circle. See, this is the equation of motion of Z, and it is given by mod Z minus A equal to R. See, modulus is always, see, from your school classes, you are familiar with the mod x. What is mod x? What is the geometrical meaning of mod x? See, what is mod of 5? It is 5. What is modulus of minus 5? It is 5. Why? See, the geometrical meaning of mod x is, it is really the distance between x and the origin. Really, it is mod x minus 0. It is the distance between 0 and the origin. See, consider the origin 0 on the real axis. You take the point 5. What is the distance between 5 and 0? It is 5. That's why mod 5 is 5. You consider minus 5. What is the distance between distance between minus 5 and 0? Distance is always positive and it is 5. That's why mod minus 5 is 5. So anyway, geometrical meaning of mod x is distance between the point x and the origin. So what is the distance between Z and A? Distance between Z and A is mod Z minus A. Since Z moves along the circle with the radius R, its distance is always R. So this is the equation of circle in complex plane with the center A and radius R. If you consider a point within our circle, let it be T. Suppose T is a point within C. Then what about the distance between T and A? That is mod T minus A. It is always less than R. So if a point T with mod T minus A less than R, you can conclude T is inside of C. You consider another point, say T1, outside of C. See, C is the circle. Then what about mod T1 minus A? Mod T1 minus A is always greater than R. So if mod T1 minus A is greater than R, you can conclude the point T1 is outside of C. So this is the analytical way of checking whether a point lies inside or outside of C. So next we have to check about minus I. You put minus I here, that is mod I plus modulus of minus I plus I, and it is 0. Mod 0 is 0. You compare with the radius. It is less than the radius. That means minus I is inside of C. So here we have two singularities, and one lies within C and the other one lies outside of C. Here we have to apply the Cauchy's integral formula. See, in integral formula we have to choose Z naught as the inside point. So for identifying Z0, we have to factorize the denominator. Denominator is, see the solutions are this one. If alpha beta are the solutions, then corresponding factor is Z minus alpha into Z minus beta. So here the factors are Z minus I into Z plus I. See, by looking into this question, we have to choose Z0 and Fz. If there is no singular point within C, you can apply Cauchy's theorem and the answer is 0. If at least one singular point lies within C, then you have to apply Cauchy's integral formula or integral formula for derivative. Here we are discussing problems in integral formula. So here you have to identify Z0 and f of z. See, Z0 is the inside singular point. Which one is inside? Inside it is minus I. So you have to choose Z0 as minus I. See in this result, the coefficient of 1 by Z minus Z0, that is the coefficient of the singular part, that is 1 by Z minus Z0 is Fz. So we have to choose, see here the corresponding part is Z plus I. So we have to choose the portion except 1 by Z plus I, or the coefficient of 1 by Z plus I, and that is this Z by Z minus I as Fz. See here the function is Z by Z minus I into Z plus I. See this singular point is inside, so except that part you have to choose it as Fz. So the Fz is Z by Z minus I. See in Cauchy's integral formula, everywhere Z0 is the inside singular point and Fz is the coefficient of 1 by Z minus Z0. So by Cauchy's integral formula, now you can answer the question. And see integral over C Fz by Z minus Z0 dz is equal to 2 pi I into f of Z0. Here f is Z0 is, what is Z0? It is minus I. Next we have to find f of minus I. See this is our Fz. You put Z equal to minus I. So f of minus I is minus I by minus 2I. That is 1 by 2. So the answer is I pi. Next consider the integral over C z square by z square minus 1 dz, where C is given by mod z minus 1 minus I equal to pi by 2. Here the radius is pi by 2. Radius is always a positive real number. So you have to consider pi as a real number and pi as a real number, it is 3.14. So the radius is 3.14 by 2. See, for answering such integrals, first you consider the given function and identify its singularities. See, its singularities are given by solving z square minus 1 equal to 0, so z square equal to 1, that is z equal to plus or minus 1. So clearly the singularities are 1 and minus 1. Next you check which the position of these singularities with respect to the circle. Equal to 1 in the left side, that is mod 1 minus 1 minus I. It is modulus of minus I, it is 1. You compare with the radius, it is less than pi by 2. So clearly 1 is inside of C. Next, minus 1. You put z equal to minus 1 here. Minus 1 minus I. That is modulus minus 2 minus I. Here most of the students make mistake while taking modulus of minus 2 minus I. See in this, here it has both real and imaginary parts. If it has only imaginary part, you know how to find its modulus. If it is a real number, then modulus of that number, that also you know. Then modulus of a plus ib is a square plus b square. So its modulus is root 4 plus 1, that is root 5. Root 4 is 2, so root 5 is 2 point something, which is greater than pi by 2. So minus 1 is outside of C. So now it's ready for applying that result. For that, in the question you have to denominate the factor. You have to factorize the denominator. Since these are the singularities, its factorization is z minus 1 into z plus 1. So here we have to choose. So for applying this result, we have to choose fz and z0. Here z0 is the inside singularity. Inside singularity is 1. So you have to keep z0 as 1. So z minus z0. See this. So this part should be fz. So fz is z square by z plus 1. By Cauchy's integral formula, integral over c fz by z minus z0 dz is 2 pi I f of z0. That is 2 pi I f of 1. Next you have to find f of 1. So for getting f of 1, you put z equal to 1 in this expression. That is 1 by 2. It is 1 by 2. So answer is I pi. Next consider the integral. Integral over c z by z square plus 4z plus 3. C is given by mod z plus 1 equal to 3 by 2. First you consider the given function and identify its singularities. You can find its singularities by solving the denominator equal to 0. And by solving this denominator, you can see its values are minus 3 and minus 1. So with respect to this, you have to factorize the denominator, that is z by z plus 3 into z plus 1 dz. Next you check the position of the singularities with respect to the circle. See minus 3. When you put minus 3, you can see it is minus 2 and it is 2 which is greater than 2 by 3 by 2. So it is outside. When it is minus 1, you can see left side is 0. So clearly it is inside. So here you have to choose z0 as the inside singularity, that is minus 1. So here is z0, z minus z0. Now z minus z0 is, see here z minus z0 is z minus minus 1, that is z plus 1. So the corresponding part is z plus 1. So except this, you have to choose this as fz. So our fz is z by z plus 3. Now we have z0, fz. So by Cauchy's integral formula, integral over c fz by z minus z0 dz is 2 pi I into f of z0. For getting the answer, we have to find f of z0. What is z0? Z0 is minus 1, that is f of minus 1. What is f of minus 1? For getting f of minus 1, you put z equal to minus 1 in this expression, that is minus 1 by minus 1 plus 3, that is minus 1 by 2. So the answer is minus I pi. Next consider the integral. Integral over c z square plus 1 by z square minus 1 dz. So in this question, you have to integrate this integral through two different circles. See, the first question is c is mod z minus 1 equal to 1. See, our function is this one. Its singularities are 1 minus 1. You consider the first circle. With respect to the circle, mod z minus 1 equal to 1, you have to identify its position. Clearly 1 is inside, minus 1 is outside. So the inside singular point should be z0. Here we have to choose fz. You consider the given integral in factorized form, that is integral over c z square plus 1 by z plus 1 into z minus 1 dz. Our z0 is 1. So this is our z minus z0 part. So this should be fz here. So fz is z square plus 1 by z plus 1. By Cauchy's integral formula, integral over c fz by z minus z0 dz is 2 pi I into f of z0. Here it is 2 pi I into f of 1. What is f of 1? You can find f of 1 from here. You put z equal to 1. So the answer is 2 by 2. That is 1. So the answer is 2 pi I. So if you evaluate this integral through the first circle, you can see the answer is 2 pi I. Next we have to integrate along the second circle, which is mod z plus 1 equal to 1. Here you check which singularities are within C. Clearly 1 is outside, minus 1 is inside. In the first circle, 1 inside, minus 1 outside. In the second circle, 1 outside, minus 1 inside. So, with respect to this circle, you have to choose Z0 as the inside singularity. So, here Z0 is minus 1. Here, we have to choose Fz. See, when Z0 is minus 1, Z minus Z0 becomes Z plus 1. So, the corresponding singular part is Z plus 1. So, you have to choose this as its Fz. So, here Fz is Z square plus 1 by Z minus 1. See, in the previous circle, Z0 is 1 and Fz is Z square plus 1 by Z plus 1. Here Fz is Z square plus 1 by Z minus 1. Now I think you have a clear picture about how to select Z0 and Fz. Z0 is the inside singular point and the corresponding part, you look into the corresponding part of the given function, then except 1 by Z minus Z0, you have to keep that function as Fz. Okay, then integral over C, Fz by Z minus Z0. dz is, see now the integral is like that. See, now this integral is in the form integral over C. We kept this as Fz and denominator as C, this is Z minus Z0. So now the integral is in this form. Again by Cauchy's integral formula, and its answer is 2 pi into f of Z0. You have to substitute f of Z0. What is Z0? Z0 is f of, Z0 is minus 1. So you have to substitute f of minus 1. You can find f of minus 1 by replacing z by minus 1 in Fz. So it is 1 plus 1 by minus 1 minus 1. That is 2 by minus 2. That is minus 1. So f of minus 1 is minus 1. So the answer is minus 2 pi I.